morning with Jodi Bloemker from United Way, and they're talking about a different program that they need help for.
Yes, we are recruiting volunteers for the annual allocations process. We're calling on community members to volunteer to help review the United Way partner agencies and help determine where to invest that campaign money that's raised through the annual fall campaign.
And so I remember last year you did such a great job, over $3 million.
Yes.
And now, you know, we need, I think the good thing about United Way, if you didn't know this at home, United Way, they work with agencies right here in Greater St. Joseph to figure out where that money is going to go.
Yes.
Really helps out. So it'd be great to have your voice heard, right?
Exactly. So the money raised through the annual campaign is from our community. And so we need community members to help determine where do we invest those donor dollars to have the greatest impact right here. So what volunteers do is they review 2 or 3 of our partner agencies. They learn about their programs, their services. They look at financial information. They hear presentations, so they actually get to meet with the agency. And then going through a process, they make the recommendations on how much should be allocated to this agency. It helps United Way stay accountable to our donors and back to the community, and it really helps determine where to invest this money to have the greatest impact.
And I think that's really great. You know, if you're considering being a volunteer, it's different when you're on the ground and you see what's going on.
Yes.
And then I was talking to some of the volunteers from last year. They said it's awesome because, you know, some of these organizations they don't even know exist, and they get to do that.
Yes, for some of the organizations, you may not realize what they're doing out in our community because you've never needed them before. But when you see the amazing work, you're like, wow, it's so awesome that these agencies are working in our community, making lives better every day. What can we do to support them more? How can I get involved? And that's something else that happens through this process. Is we have volunteers that volunteer for allocations. They learn about the agencies. Then they become advocates or volunteers for those agencies. They go on their boards because they want to do so much more.
Great. So you end up going in, giving a little bit of your time, but you end up getting back so much more.
Absolutely.
So if someone's interested in becoming a volunteer, how would they do that?
Just call United Way, or you can visit our website. And the time commitment's actually pretty small. It's early March to mid-May. It's about a 15-hour time commitment over those 10 weeks. It's about 5 meetings, so it's pretty compact.
Yeah.
And we're also able to accommodate people who might be working during the day and can't get away. We have 2 evening committees, so if you're thinking, well, I'd love to volunteer, but I'm a teacher or something like that, we have evening committees to allow you to still volunteer.
Definitely. So basically, no excuse. It's going to be a great time. Yes. Definitely a good time to see what your community has to offer and give back. The same process. Thanks, Jodi.
Thanks,
Coming up.